Another, Democratic mayor?
Back here at 2 Live now from Fox. I'm Andrew Kraft. Thanks so much for being with us here. A live picture there in Oakland, California. A gorgeous Friday scene there. It's a little after the 4 o'clock hour on the West Coast here. We want to talk about alleged political corruption in the Bay Area having to do with recalled Oakland mayor, ex-mayor Sheng Thao. She's been indicted by a federal grand jury on criminal charges related to an FBI bribery case. I do want to put up this tweet here from our colleague at Fox 2 in the Bay Area, Jenna Katsuyama. She's been following this story throughout the duration of the day. And she says this: Sheng Thao just left the courtroom to be processed by U.S. Marshals for the federal charges, then getting interviewed by pretrial services. Thao was calm, quiet answers. The judge says she is to be free on an unsecured bond with limits on travel and must give up her passport. Well, we did hear from Thao and her attorney. We'll get into that in just a moment here. We do have Jenna Katsuyama standing by with the latest on this story. She joins me from the newsroom there at Fox 2. Jenna, good to see you here. I know you've been following this so closely, not just today, but when she was recalled, when she was indicted. And this has really had a lot of legs as the story goes. What happened today?
Well, it came as a bit of a surprise, according to Sheng Thao's attorney, but this is what people have been waiting for ever since that kind of mysterious FBI raid of her house last summer. So today at the U.S. Attorney's Office in San Francisco, they basically brought together teams from the FBI, from the IRS, from the U.S. Postal Service, and said that this indictment, they were going to unseal it, and there were 8 charges. 6 of those charges apply to Sheng Thao and her partner, Andre Jones. And then there are other charges. There's bribery, there's conspiracy, and there are other things in terms of mail fraud. All of this, basically, they say, is evidence that they found from a co-conspirator who was unnamed, saying that she was found to have done something illegal when it came to accepting money and then making promises to this Duong family about what she would do if she was elected mayor. A stunning announcement at San Francisco's federal building Friday. The U.S. Attorney's Office unsealed the 8-count indictment accusing former Oakland Mayor Sheng Thao and her partner, Andre Jones, along with 2 Oakland businessmen, David Duong and his son, Andy Duong, of bribery, conspiracy, mail fraud, and wire fraud. The 22-page indictment alleges the scheme started in 2022, just before Thao was elected mayor of Oakland in November.
Weeks before that election, Thao made commitments to take official actions as mayor that would benefit the Duongs.
Questions had lingered as Thao's home was raided by the FBI prior to her 2024 recall. The indictment repeatedly refers to an unnamed co-conspirator who worked with the Duongs. The indictment alleges Thao and Jones tried to cover up cash payments for a $95,000 no-show job salary to Jones from the Duongs. It also alleges they covered up funding for campaign mailers from David and Andy Duong, whose family operates recycling and housing businesses that contract with the city. In return, Thao allegedly pushed for renewal of contracts and exerted influence as mayor to help the Duongs' businesses.
Her agreement to purchase housing units.
So somebody snitched, that co-conspirator. They probably got in trouble for something else, and then they, boom, snitched on this, and they were able to get this.
From a company owned by the Duong family. Her agreement to ensure the extension of a contract for recycling services that the city of Oakland had with one of David and Andy Duong's companies.
Jones was seen leaving home Friday morning for court as all 4 defendants appeared an hour later at a hearing that was held at Oakland's federal building. All of them entered not guilty pleas. Thao's attorney, Jeff Tsai, spoke immediately afterwards.
They got incompetent, dishonest behind her face. That's crazy. You can't do nothing. I love America.
Case is built on allegations from an unknown co-conspirator that we believe, when the evidence is revealed, will show that my client has committed no crimes.
and I was sitting there in court and could see Sheng Thao's face. She really didn't have much emotion as she was listening to the charges being read out and had no comment as she left the building. The Duongs also said that they had no comment, but they did release a statement that says in part that Andy Duong, their client, is innocent of the charges and that they look forward to clearing his good name before a jury of his peers. So they are all sticking to their not guilty pleas for now. They are allowed to be free on unsecured bonds, and so they were able to leave the courthouse today. But this is certainly rocking the entire city of Oakland, as you know, we have gone through some pretty dramatic moments here with the mayor's seat, and now it looks like those the charges that have been laid out, it starts another chapter for Sheng Thao.
Yeah, Jenna, that's so true. I wanted to ask you, too, because in November during the elections, there was a lot of shakeups in local governance in California for various reasons. Sheng Thao was recalled. How did that happen? And who's mayor now?
So they have an interim mayor right now. It's the president of the Board of Supervisors who was elected to basically span the time from now until the special election in April. And, this was a very contentious recall. There were people who were felt like she had not done a good job in the seat of mayor. She had let the police chief go, fired the police chief. That did not sit well. And then all of this in the background, the FBI had not really been forthcoming about what their investigation was like leading into the election. So there was a lot of uncertainty. This now provides a very clear picture of what it is that they were looking for, but we'll have to see if it actually sticks as it goes to the next phase. And the partner, Andre Jones.
So it's her and that man. Look at her. That's the face of, damn, we got caught. Somebody snitched on him, I think. But did they secure the contract? Did they wait and she gave him the contract and then boom, they arrested her? Because if she didn't actually do anything, she might have a case. Like, they gave me money that was for campaign contributions, but we would just pen her in, or I said I would think about it or put them in. Like, I'm sure there's some type of way they could play it. But let me know what y'all think, Cave Dwellers. Recalled Oakland mayor indicted. If she going to jail, her husband going to jail too.